class hall.
Let's go.
Next Thursday on Elsbeth.
Frosty and Mr. Freeze are teaming up tonight. I'll show you where they're impacting us and when stormy weather is expected. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mitchell Reif. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the USPS in Iron Mountain could be transferring its distribution to Green Bay, 98 miles from UP residents. WZMQ sat down with U.S. Senator Gary Peters to find out how the legislators are responding. Plus, a statewide effort to protect children from accidental firearm deaths is here in the UP. We'll find out more on that. And a funding opportunity is open to support operations of emergency shelters across Michigan. More details on the opportunity that serves more than 30,000 people. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
In your first warning weather forecast, we've been dabbling in sunny weather, raining weather, and now I'm told that some colder weather could be in the mix.
Oh yes, it is definitely going to be a little bit chilly out there as our sky cam is being a little bit fussy itself this evening. This should be a live look at Escanaba. We're just going to picture cloudy conditions clear conditions at the moment, very dark skies, but these green bars are actually up to date, showing that there's no precipitation at the moment. Those temperatures, though, around 37 here in Marquette. We'll expect temps to be very cold along that Michigan-Wisconsin border, where we are experiencing some possible frost and freezing conditions. I'll go over all these weather alerts in your full forecast after.
Today, WZMQ 19 News spoke with Michigan Senator Gary Peters about the United States Postal Service decision to switch the Kingsford mail facility to a local processing center. The USPS decision, announced earlier this week, is part of an effort to consolidate and cut costs. If the decision holds, it means all outgoing mail, even within the UP, would be sent to a regional processing and distribution center in Green Bay. The move was met with swift criticism from Senator Peters, who calls it a bad decision and tells us he is pressuring USPS Postmaster General Louis DeJoy to pause the decision and weigh the impacts.
I had a long conversation with him yesterday and asked him to pause this decision, that we should certainly have information as to what they believe will be the impact. And if the impact is a detriment to on-time delivery, it shouldn't go forward.
Peters says he's waiting to hear back from Postmaster Louis DeJoy after their recent conversation. Peters is hoping there will be at least a pause on the decision while more information and input are gathered. A statewide effort to protect children from accidental firearm deaths has made its way to the UP. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has these details.
According to a University of Michigan study, firearm injuries have become the leading cause of death in children ages 1 to 19 in Michigan and across the U.S.
They now outrank traffic accidents and other unintentional forms of death or injury in children. When things are left unattended, accidental deaths happen because kids find things and they're curious.
That's why the LMAS District Health Department is providing free gun locks to the public in partnership with the Department of Health and Human Services and the Michigan State Police. No questions asked.
If you come in, you ask for a gun lock, you're going to get this. It comes in a nice little package. When you open the package, there's this key cable lock style. So when you open the lock, it pulls out and it goes through the gun.
Each gun lock includes an instructional guide with pictures, and additional information is available at projectchildsafe.org.
It's super important for health departments to provide this service because public health is our job. That includes things like gun safety and keeping children and the general population safe. It's just something that we do, something that we believe in.
And for a place like the Upper Peninsula, something as small as a gun lock can be a huge part of that.
In the UP, there's a long history of people hunting, fishing, trapping, having firearms. We want people to keep those rights and enjoy their freedoms, but while enjoying their freedoms, protect others as well.
Free gun locks are available at LMAS District Health Department offices in Manistee, Munising, St. Ignace, and Newberry. Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Manistee.
A new storefront is on the scene in downtown Iron Mountain called the Stardust Healing Center. It's nestled just inside the 415 building off of Stevenson Avenue, offering an herbal apothecary, massage room, and traditional Chinese medicine. The center is a hub for goods and services enhancing health and wellness, including art. Co-owned by a local couple, a musician, and a soon-to-be doctor of Chinese medicine, it's inspired by music festivals around Marquette. After 10 years of planning, they're excited to unveil their vision of what they call the Stardust Experiment to the community.
Bringing together all the local art and then a showcase of local music and dance groups, every kind of art form you could think of.
And we're excited to start doing the Stardust Experiment here as well. So they're mini festivals and little events that bring people together, bring the community together. And
yeah.
We'll have the store's hours on our website, WZMQ19.com. Downwind Sports and the Marquette Police Department are helping Marquette enjoy the outdoors through e-biking. This weekend, Downwind Sports and MPD will be at Lower Harbor Matson Park, showing off their e-bikes. This e-bike extravaganza will give people a chance to learn about the different kinds of e-bikes, the laws surrounding e-bikes, and even get a chance to test drive one.
Riding a bike is really, really important because they're sitting at home and they have a lot of apprehension. They may not know what the bike can do for them. So this event allows them to hop on the bike, to test ride the bike. It might answer questions right away, and they might even have more questions after they test ride.
Extravaganza will be from 10 to 3 this Saturday. Downwind Sports will also have helmets available for riders. The Michigan Department for Health and Human Services is working with the Salvation Army to open applications for emergency shelter funding. The Emergency Shelter Program will distribute $17 million to around 100 nonprofits and tribal organizations over the next 3 years. The money aims to help with everyday operating costs and modeling and emergency shelters. The MDHHS Director of Community Services Bureau says they hope to reach organizations all over the state to revive and relive financial burdens.
There's a financial burden to operate emergency shelters across the state. These are entities that operate, 365 days a year, right? They don't close. And so there are ongoing costs associated with that. And so this money is just utilized to really help offset those costs.
Those applications will close May 31st. There's more information up on our website right now in our mobile news app. Just head to WZMQ19.com. Your full weather forecast is coming up after the break, as well as continuing coverage of the tornado storms damaging lower Michigan, a story of one family as they work through the damage to their property. And later, there was a combative testimony on the stand earlier today in the former president's trial. More on Donald Trump's criminal accusations in New York. We're back after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! Hello! We hope you like our show. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, and absolutely die.
Hogan's Heroes, weeknights at 10 on MeTV 19.1.
Get in the game at Connery Sports in Iron Mountain. Our newly expanded storefront is packed full of sports cards, memorabilia, and the latest sports apparel. Whether you're chasing Pokemon cards for the kids or seeking one-of-a-kind collectibles and vintage gems, our expanded space has something for everyone. If you're a diehard fan or just starting your collection, Connery Sports supplies everything you need to fuel your sports passion. Swing by today at 617 North Stevenson Avenue for something to rep your favorite team.
Tonight on The Late Show.
Ryan Gosling, what is the best sandwich?
Ice cream.
Ryan Gosling takes the Colbert Questionnaire. New tonight on CBS.
On The Jennifer Hudson Show.
Happy Mother's Day!
Valerie Bertinelli has big plans.
I'm planning on doing nothing on Mother's Day.
Ain't that the best way, y'all? Then it's the mother load of surprises. Even I get a surprise from my son.
Okay, I'm having a mommy moment.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
Those skies are clear tonight, very chilly temperatures. I'll tell you about those in just a minute. And then we've got some freeze frost warnings to go over. And then we'll expect sunshine on our Friday before those chances of rain showers and thunderstorms returning, and that will be the story into our weekend. Okay, so freeze warning along that Wisconsin border, basically northern Wisconsin. This goes until about 8 o'clock Central Time on our Friday morning. If you haven't already headed out there to cover up your vegetation, take care of those animals outside, and you live along that border, might be a good time to go out there and do it now. I'll show you how chilly it's going to look. Frost advisory also for portions of Wisconsin as well. And those temperatures for both of these alerts are expected to be in that 20 to 35 degree range. So as we get into those early morning hours around 4 a.m., check this out. The majority of the western portion of the UP is in that medium risk for frost and freezing conditions out there. So hopefully some of you have taken care of those garden hoses and put those away if you've been sprinkling, although we've had some rain showers off and on. We'll expect things to be mostly dry as we've seen that the past couple of hours here in the UP. And taking a look at current conditions, that is consistent with what we've been seeing. And we do have some chances of the aurora. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Right now, temperatures brisk, baby. They're in the 40s. Winds, though, are fairly calm. That's going to be what we're expecting on our Friday. Maybe things kicking up a bit over the weekend. But right now we're looking at, again, cold, clear conditions. Taking a look at our rainstorm chances, we're talking Friday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and a lot of that is expected to be in the far western portions as well as some central counties. Now I mentioned that aurora, we've got a geomagnetic storm watch going on. This could go in our Friday evening. It's at a very rare level. It might be visible for the northern half or most of the northern half of the United States of America. The unfortunate story is that at the moment, we're expecting cloudy conditions here in the UP over that evening, but that KP index is expected to peak around 8, which is pretty high. It's been reported also that it is possible we might be seeing, or as Alabama might be able to see these northern lights, which is pretty rare. Okay, taking a look at our planners for Marquette, we'll start with sunny conditions, warm up to the 50s midday there, and then drop back down into that 40-degree range by 7 p.m. Escanaba, similar conditions, similar temperatures, hitting maybe 56 in the early afternoon hours with that sunshine, and then, of course, clouds returning with those rain showers. So we'll take a quick look here at what's happening with Futurecast. There it is, around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you could see some isolated thunderstorms moving across the region. I'll have your 7-day outlooks in 15.
Following the tornadoes sweeping the Midwest and lower Michigan, residents are still working through cleanup and surveying the damage. Autumn Pritchard has the latest on one family's struggle in Branch County.
Normally during a tornado, you would never take cover in a car like this, but that's exactly what one family did in Sherwood, Michigan. It ended up saving their life in just a matter of seconds. Take a look at this. This is their home pushed completely on its side. That's the same home they could have been inside. Today, they're left picking up the pieces of what they have left. It was a near-death experience for Dean Mears and his fiancée. This is their home on Arnie Road in Sherwood, a tornado ripping through, tossing it on its side like it was nothing more than a dollhouse.
I looked up for 1 sec, seen the house on its side. I told her, I said, our house is gone. And I mean, it just kept hitting.
They were inside just moments before, hopping into their car to escape, but it was too late for that too.
Watched that tree fall. Once that tree fell, she told me to back up. I started backing up.
Then another tree smashing into the windshield. Somehow they still survived. But the damage cuts even deeper than the broken glass that surrounds them.
I understand people say like that it can all be replaced, but how do you replace the memory that comes with the house?
It's more than just a house to Mears. His grandmother owned the home, passing it on to him. It's where he grew up and one day hoped to raise a family himself.
We obviously have lost a lot of the stuff that my grandma, had throughout her lifetime here, and her house being one of them. It's rough.
The family trying to make out what is left of their belongings scattered all across the yard.
Honestly, I don't know where to start. So today is really just a day of getting the rest of my clothes, our belongings, and I guess just everything else. We'll probably have to move on.
Dean tells me his next door neighbor was also home when the tornado ripped through. He was actually trapped inside this house here. Thankfully, Dean tells me he was able to pull him out and he was transported to a local hospital where he is recovering from his injuries today.
Adult film star Stormy Daniels gave more combative testimony on the witness stand today in former President Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York. Before entering court, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee who denies any wrongdoing once again claimed the case is nothing more than election interference. Michael George has the latest from New York.
On the stand Thursday, Stormy Daniels gave more details about her alleged sexual encounter with Donald Trump. The adult film star testified she felt shock and surprise when she came back to the Lake Tahoe hotel room in 2006 and saw Trump on the bed. She called it a power shift because she earlier felt she had control of the situation. The former president's lawyers repeatedly accused her of fabricating the story. "You're making this up, right?" said one defense lawyer, to which Daniels replied, "No."
This is purely and simply election interference. There is no case.
The presumptive Republican presidential nominee once again railed against the charges. He's accused of falsifying business records in connection with payments to his former lawyer, Michael Cohen. Prosecutors say Cohen was given $130,000 to buy Daniels' silence ahead of the 2016 election. Trump's lawyers argue the money was to cover Cohen's legal fees.
This is about, they're trying to prosecute this guy for how something was recorded, and that's all it is.
Florida Senator Rick Scott joined Trump in court Thursday.
This is just pure political persecution.
The next witness on the stand was a junior Trump Organization bookkeeper. Rebecca Minocchio testified she sent checks to the White House about once a week to get Trump's signature. Prosecutors say Trump personally signed 9 of the checks reimbursing Cohen. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Many farmers across the U.S. every day can impact mental health. From unpredictable weather to unpredictable farm prices, they face many challenges. During this Mental Health Awareness Month, John Lauritsen talks with a Minnesota farmer about his lowest point and the resources that helped him get back on track.
The work ethic, you don't quit till the job's done. It's just a way of life.
It's a mindset that was instilled in Thomas Duden at a young age. His wife, Kristen, also grew up putting the farm before everything else. But that mindset can also lead to a fear of failure.
We don't want to be the ones that lose Grandpa's farm.
7 years ago, Thomas says things got so bad that he went into a deep depression and made plans to kill himself.
The thought behind it was, she can collect the life insurance and pull the farm out of the hole that we're in. It was a dark time.
But just before he followed through on that plan, Kristen reached out.
The text message, word for word, it said, "Where are you?"
It made him stop and think, and then confess to his wife that he needed help, a crucial first step.
I was pretty upset or hysterical that morning. They told me, for one, I'm pregnant and my child's not going to have a father.
Getting farmers to take that first step also means making them aware of the resources they have for getting help.
People want to talk to somebody who's going to understand their problems.
Emily Kreckelberg is with University of Minnesota Extension, and a big part of her job is making sure farmers have the mental health resources they need.
In Minnesota, we have rural mental health specialists to work with farmers. They're available for free.
For Thomas and Kristen, talking with a counselor helped them work through their personal and financial problems.
We talk a lot more. We both acknowledge each other's situations that are going on around the farm.
It's made their family that much stronger. John Lauritsen, CBS News, Princeton, Minnesota.
Your 19 News Sports is on the way next. We'll be right back right after this.
Stuck with engine troubles? Norway Auto Sales and Service is here to rescue you. From pesky engine glitches to routine maintenance like oil changes and meticulous detailing, our specialists have the solution for your vehicle. You can also count on us for affordable 24-hour towing. Conveniently located on US 2, our full-service garage ensures your vehicle's peak performance. Trust us to get you back on the road swiftly. Call 906-563-8300 now and trust Norway Auto Sales and Service to revive your ride.
Companies needing workers, workers needing jobs, Manpower Employment Service, we've got your problem solved.
Manpower isn't just about staffing, it's about solutions. With expertise across industries, they provide the talent you need to succeed. Discover the power of Manpower today.
Working together, Manpower.
Rated the best hearing aids of 2023 by Forbes, the Audien Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-455-9314 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Good evening, everyone. After defeating Kingsford yesterday 5-2, the Gladstone Braves baseball team had some momentum going into today's doubleheader at Iron Mountain. We'll pick this up in game number 1. Gladstone will get on the board first in the early innings as the fly ball to left field will be caught. That's plenty of time for the run to score, and the Braves with a 1-0 advantage. To the 4th inning we go, bottom of, bases loaded for the Mountaineers. Freshman third baseman Connor Pickett rifles the shot up the middle. Aiden Ellis and Gerald Sample Torres both score, and the Mountaineers are thinking upset with a 3-1 lead. Braves threatening with 2 men on and 1 out in the 5th. Caden Gibbs with the pop-up, and Pickett says, I'll dive and catch that, and even better, he'll throw the first for the double play. Mountaineers still up by 2. Then bases loaded for the Braves, 2 out. Nico Burgundo gets the final out. 10 strikeouts. Iron Mountain wins the first game of this doubleheader, 3-1, only their second win of the season. To the scoreboard, though, where Gladstone was a little angry and took it out on the Mountaineers 17-6. Elsewhere, North Central wins the first game over Manistee 11-10. And the Emeralds take the nightcap 7-4. Negaunee over Westwood twice, 12-2 and 10-0. Jeffers, bouncing back from a couple defeats against Norway, takes care of Ironwood 7-1 and 9-3. To softball, let's go to Ishpeming, where the Hematites were taking on the Hancock Bulldogs. And bottom of the first, that's a fair ball by Emmy DeMar down the third base line. 1 run is scored. Peyton Mannanen does the same. It's 2-0 Ishpeming. DeMar thought the ball was fair and then showed me after the play. Move to the middle innings. It's Hancock third baseman Kaylin Rulo down the third base line. She would end up with a double. She advanced to third on a ground out and home on a wild pitch. Ishpeming still led 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, kabang. That would be Peyton Mannanen again, and this one is inner wheelhouse and over the fence. A solo shot to give the Hematites a 3-1 advantage. They were looking pretty good at that point. However, the Bulldogs had something to say in the top of the 6th. Brooke Koskela slams one to right center field between the outfielders, and she would end up on third base with a triple. Next hitter, I believe, was Sadie Biakala, and she's going to bloop one to left. That will land safely. Koskela crosses the plate. Hancock trails by 1. Sydney Scully will bounce to the mound, and the throw, instead of going to home, went to first. So Biekala dashed home to tie the score 3, but Peyton Manning had an RBI hit, and Ishpeming won the first game of that doubleheader 4-3. And therefore, Hancock was mad in the second game and took it out on the Hematites 23-7. It was Manistee 14, Westwood 8. Gwynn and Munising split a doubleheader 20-12 Model Towners, 23-8 Mustangs. Superior Central took 2 from North Dickinson, 12-2 and 10-9. Jessica Perrin had a couple of homers for the Cougars. It was Gladstone twice over Marquette, 9-6 and 8-3. Houghton defeated Lakeland and Hubble twice, 9-2 and 13-2. And on the East End and beyond, Sheboygan over Brimley twice, 18-0 and 18-1. To use a line from that movie Dumb and Dumber 30 years ago, so you're telling me there's a chance. Negaunee grad and Central Michigan University Female Athlete of the Year, Emily Papour, won the 3-kilometer steeplechase at the Trials of Miles track meet Friday night. 10 minutes, 10.47 seconds. That was in New York, by the way. Her time met the Olympic trials minimum qualifying standard in that event. The top 30 will go to the Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon in late June. Now, a side note, Emma Coburn, the 2016 Olympic bronze medalist and 2017 world champion, will miss June's U.S. Olympic trials and a bid for her 4th games after breaking her right ankle recently in her first race of the year in Shanghai, China. Turning to all kinds of track information. Looks like the girls popped up first. Houghton County, that would be Lakeland and Hubble. 12.5 points over Houghton with Calumet, Dollar Bay, and Hancock next. Emily Jokela won the 200 and 300 hurdles and second in the 100 for Lakeland and Hubble. Calumet stars were Jackie Keelan, shot put and discus, Caitlin Strom, long jump, pole vault, 100 dash, and a relay. On the boys' side, there it goes, Lakeland and Hubble. 34 better than Houghton, and it was Calumet, Dollar Bay, and that's a 5 next to Chasley. You just don't see it. Matthew Jokela for the Lakes, the 100, 200, and a relay. Gabe Popko of the Lakes, 300 hurdles and discus, and second in the 110 hurdles. Calvin Kidda won the 16 and 3200 for Chassel. Now, over at Bessemer, the Marcy Bracket Invite. On the boys' side, Bessemer, your winner by 22 over Ironwood. Then it was Washburn, Ontonagon, and Wakefield. Tommy Trudgeon won the 100 and 200 for the Speed Boys and anchored 2 relays. For the girls, West Iron County. Then it was Ironwood, Ewan Trail Creek, Bessemer, and Baraga. Danica Shamia won the 100, 200, and 400, and high jump for the Whitecons. Ironwood's Aubrey Smith, the 8 and 1600. Golf Invite up at the Copper Country, let's just say that way. Calumet won on the girls' side, followed by West Iron County, Negaunee, and Houghton. Portage Lake Golf Course, by the way. Your individual winner was Lily Kiernan of the Copper Kings with a 98. She was followed by teammate Moretta Kangas with a 100. On the boys' side, it would be Houghton winning with Hancock second, Calumet third, and individually, Jackson Sinkowski of Hancock, your medalist, with a 73. Brewers beat the Cardinals tonight 7-1, and we will be right back.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Michigan, it's time to play Lie or Law. Lie or Law. Drivers must allow at least 3 feet when passing bike riders. It's a law, folks. Bike riders must ride in the direction of traffic. It's a law. Drivers have more right to the road than cyclists. Lie. Both have an equal right to the road. Know the state laws. It's everybody's road, everybody's rules.
Pictionary.
I can't wait for this. Where's my popcorn?
Play along from home.
Iguana? Iguana is correct. You just did a cartwheel and you're like 7'6".
With a chance to win.
Paddle of nunchucks. Nunchucks is correct.
Every weekday.
This is unfair. No one knew that Colton was prolific in nunchucks.
Pictionary, weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
What's happening in Washington affects you directly here in the Upper Peninsula. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. We track the issues
and positions of the elected lawmakers you send to Washington.
We're on Capitol Hill every day reporting on what you care about most.
Education, your money, student loans, health care, safety, and privacy.
Coverage you can count on live from our bureau in America's capital.
Only here on WZMQ 19 News.
With style and class, MeTV's Perry Mason represented the sleek 50s fashion, distinctive and suave. The truth never goes out of style on Perry Mason.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. and 11:30 p.m.
We've got very chilly temperatures tonight, 25 to about 35 degrees. For tomorrow, though, we'll warm up into the 50s for the majority of us, starting with sunshine. Then we'll see clouds, rain showers in the afternoon, and chances of some isolated thunderstorms. Now, here's a look at what's happening in Negaunee on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. We've got a little bit of a baseball tournament. So taking a look during the morning when things kick off. Batter up. Hello, 10 a.m. We could see some light sprinkles and then those clouds kind of disappearing for the rest of the afternoon. Maybe some chances of sprinkles here and there, but overall, it's a sunny grand slam there in the afternoon in Negaunee. So I'm sure Mike will keep us updated on everything else that's going on with that tournament. And then Mother's Day on Sunday. Well, we've got chances of thunderstorms now, but we could see some very warm temperatures down in Iron Mountain. Here's a quick look at our 7-day for Marquette. Lovely sunshine for Friday.
Finally tonight, the new Downtown Farmers Market manager is looking forward to his first year. Next weekend, the Downtown Farmers Market is returning for its 25th year. WZMQ is a proud sponsor of this year's Farmers Market, the market's first year with the new manager, Brian Shearer. The market will have around 70 vendors for each Saturday, including a variety of foods and local produce. The DDA's new market manager says even though it's in his first year, he's very confident that everything will run smoothly.
First year doing the market, so I'm nervous, but everyone else, it's pretty much the same as it has been before. Luckily, I was able to work here last year with the former market manager, so that experience has helped a lot. I'm very confident about what's going to happen this year.
The Saturday market will start on May 18th, and the Wednesday night markets will start June 19th. I am, for one, very excited for the burgers that are coming back.
Smash burgers.
Oh, they're amazing. They're so
Tony's Green Thumb in Bark River is open for business. Tony's is your one-stop shop for all your garden and flower needs. Known for a huge variety of big, beautiful baskets, gorgeous planters, and over 600 varieties of vegetables and flowers to choose from. Open daily, come see why people travel